Welcome back to Shadows of Justice, where the brightest smiles hide the darkest lies, and where every click, every post, every moment of fame can turn into a life-changing disaster.
Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Then check the link in the description below for the other parts of the story.
Emma displays signs of narcissistic entitlement, extreme dependency on validation, and an obsessive attachment to public perception. Detective Lee frowned. Meaning what exactly? Dr. Garrison looked up. Meaning she would rather destroy something she loves than let it slip away. Her words became the backbone of the prosecution's argument. In court filings, prosecutors laid out a chilling mosaic of Emma's psyche. 1. The secret brand deal. Emma told Stream Shop, "I want to build my own brand. Claire is too soft." She wanted independence. She wanted more money. She wanted spotlight without sharing it. 2. The new channel. Emma Unfiltered. Files on her laptop showed a new upload schedule, a new logo, edits without Claire, branding materials created weeks before Claire discovered them. Emma wasn't planning to leave TwinClicks. She was planning to replace Claire. 3. The fight on March 21st. The audio Claire recorded was damning. Emma screamed, "You're holding me back. I'm the reason people watch. Do you think you can survive without me?" Claire begged her, "Why are you doing this? We built this together. Please don't do this to us." To prosecutors, this wasn't a simple disagreement. This was the moment Emma snapped. Through Claire's messages, detectives learned something crucial. Claire was planning to meet with their YouTube partner manager the next morning. She intended to reveal the secret deals, the lies, the rebranding, everything. If she did, Emma's new chapter would collapse before it even began. Emma's fear wasn't losing Claire. It was losing everything Claire knew about her manipulation. Their entire empire, sponsorships, reputation, fan loyalty relied on the illusion of their perfect friendship. If Claire exposed the truth, Emma's career was over. And Emma couldn't accept that. Dr. Garrison phrased it chillingly. When a narcissist fears exposure, they become dangerous. The trial began on September 8, 2021. The courthouse was barricaded. Fans camped outside with blankets, posters, candles. Some held signs that said, "Justice for Claire." Others, shockingly, held signs that read, "Free Emma." She didn't mean it. Social media wars erupted. Hashtags collided. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere was heavy enough to suffocate. Claire's family filled the first row. Her mother, father, older brother, and grandmother, eyes red, hands clenched. Emma entered in a beige jumpsuit, wrists cuffed. She looked smaller than ever, hair unkempt, eyes hollow, lips trembling. But even then, she tried to smile at the cameras. That smile, that attempt to protect her image, made the entire courtroom whisper. Prosecutor Dana Priestley stepped up, confident, controlled, with a presence that felt like steel. She looked at the jury and said, "This case is not about YouTube. It is about betrayal. It is about jealousy. It is about a young woman whose ambition twisted into violence." She showed the jury two photos, Claire, smiling, holding a camera,
Emma, holding a duffel bag at 3 a.m. She continued, "Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Bennett didn't run away. She didn't disappear. She was murdered by someone she trusted more than anyone else." The jury leaned forward. The room went silent. Emma's attorney, Mark Wessler, knew the evidence was almost insurmountable. He attempted a psychological angle. He argued Emma had no intent to kill. It was a tragic fight that escalated. Emma panicked and tried to cover it up. Stress from internet fame caused irrational decisions. He painted Emma as overwhelmed, not malicious. He attempted to twist the narrative into two girls who loved each other caught in a moment of chaos. But prosecutors were ready because chaos doesn't explain the deleted files, the wiped phone, the staged apartment, the 3 a.m. exit, the duffel bag, the lake, the lies, the branding, the motive. Chaos wasn't the explanation. Control was.
1. Claire's mother. Her voice shook as she held up Claire's favorite bracelet. "My daughter was a kind soul. She would help anyone. She trusted Emma with her whole heart." Her sobs echoed across the courtroom. Emma stared down at her hands. 2. Mrs. Fielder, the neighbor. She testified about the scream. It wasn't a normal scream. It was a scream of fear. The courtroom froze. 3. The brand manager. He confirmed the secret deal. Emma insisted we exclude Claire. She said, "This is my moment." Jurors exchanged glances. 4. Digital forensics expert. He presented Claire's deleted audio, playing the fight recording aloud. Emma's voice boomed through the speakers. "You don't know what I'm capable of." Gasps filled the courtroom. Emma collapsed into her chair, crying. 5. Detective Lee. He walked the courtroom through the timeline with razor-sharp clarity. Every piece of evidence leads back to one person, Emma Carter. Her attorney urged her not to testify. Emma insisted. She believed she could influence the jury. When she took the stand, her hands shook violently. She tried to cry, tried to appear remorseful, tried to spin the narrative, but under pressure, she cracked. Prosecutor Priestley leaned in. "Miss Carter, were you afraid Claire would expose your lies?" Emma hesitated. Her breathing hitched. I don't know." "Did you shove her?" "We were fighting." "Did you hit her?" "I didn't mean—" "Did you strangle her?" Emma's face drained of color. I panicked." A murmur rippled through the courtroom. Prosecutor Priestley's voice sharpened like a blade. "So you did strangle her?" Emma broke. She covered her face and screamed. "It wasn't supposed to happen! She was ruining everything!" That sentence sealed her fate. Claire's mother sobbed. Emma's attorney dropped his head. The courtroom was stunned. You cannot unring a bell. And Emma had just rung the loudest bell of all. After a 3-day deliberation, the jury returned. Emma shook uncontrollably. The foreperson stood. "We, the jury, find the defendant, Emma Carter, guilty of second-degree murder, guilty of obstruction of justice, guilty of evidence tampering." Emma let out a strangled cry. The courtroom erupted, some in relief, some in grief. Claire's family held hands tightly, tears streaming down their faces. Emma collapsed as officers restrained her. She whimpered, I just wanted people to love me." Detective Lee watched her being led away. He whispered, "Not at the cost of someone else's life." Judge Ramirez delivered the sentence. Life in prison. Eligible for parole after 25 years. Emma didn't speak, didn't look up, didn't cry. The influencer's smile, gone forever. The brand, over. The fame, irrelevant. She was now simply inmate 47291. And Claire was gone. The days following Emma's sentencing were a stark contrast to the fame she once had. No glam, no ring lights, no merch boxes, no sponsorships, no applause. Just concrete walls and the echoes of her choices.
3 weeks after sentencing, she was placed on suicide watch after refusing meals. A prison therapist noted, "Emma struggles with guilt, but refuses accountability. She fears losing her identity more than losing her freedom." Inside prison, she tried to explain the story to other inmates, but no one sympathized. A convicted killer doesn't get empathy for wanting fame. Her cellmate later told an interviewer, "Emma cried every night the first month, not because she missed Claire, but because she missed the camera." Choices have consequences. Emma Carter learned that too late. The TwinClicks channel remained online. YouTube placed memorial disclaimers on older videos. For months, comments poured in. "I can't believe this happened. Claire deserved the world." Emma threw it all away. Fandom analysts, psychologists, and media experts dissected the rise of parasocial relationships, the dangers of pressure on young influencers, jealousy fueled by online comparison, how fame amplifies insecurities, how identity becomes performance. The story became part of online safety training seminars. Schools referenced it during Digital Literacy Week, and mental health advocates used it to highlight the importance of conflict resolution, emotional boundaries, recognizing manipulative behavior, and stepping away from toxic partnerships. Claire's tragedy became a lens for the world to examine its obsession with digital success. Months later, Detective Marcus Lee was interviewed for a crime documentary. He looked tired, older, worn down by the case that had captured global attention. When asked what stuck with him the most, he answered, "The betrayal. The level of betrayal." He paused, adjusting his glasses. Claire loved Emma. She trusted her. She had no idea Emma saw her as competition. Another pause. It wasn't the fame that killed Claire. It was what the fame turned Emma into. His final words in the documentary became iconic. "Behind every screen is a real person. And sometimes, fame blinds us to the humanity closest to us." In the months after the trial, YouTube announced new guidelines for young influencer safety. Content houses enforced mental health support policies. Brands began requiring conflict management training. Influencers publicly discussed setting boundaries and balancing fame with friendship. Many creators posted emotional videos reflecting on TwinClicks. Claire deserved a better friend. This could happen to anyone in the spotlight. Fame can twist even the kindest hearts. Claire's impact became bigger than her channel ever was. Her story saved lives by opening conversations many were afraid to have. Claire's family started a foundation, the Claire Bennett Youth Creator Fund, supporting young creators with mentorship, mental health resources, scholarships, and safe production guidelines. Every April 9th, the anniversary of her discovery, the fund awards 3 young creators with grants in Claire's honor. Her mother said during the first ceremony,
Claire believed in creating light. Now her light will guide others. A year later, the Shadows of Justice episode aired. It opened with, "This story isn't just about crime. It's about trust, about ambition, about how the pursuit of clout can blur the lines between love and obsession." And it ended with, "This is Shadows of Justice, where we reveal the darkness hiding behind ordinary lives." Tonight's story reminds us, fame can amplify your voice, but it can also amplify your demons. Friendship is priceless until envy corrodes it. And trust is fragile. Once broken, it can shatter lives. Claire Bennett's story is a reminder to protect your peace, value the people who truly care, and never let ambition blind you to humanity. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. And remember, every action leaves a shadow.